And it's Ken Kraetzer. We are at the West Point Holiday Show concert and get to chat with the lead vocalist of the West Point Band, and that is Sergeant Major Mary Kay Messenger, who is renowned in the Hudson Valley and way beyond for her vocal accomplishments and singing. Mary Kay, good to see you. Just another wonderful job with the holiday concert today.
Oh, great seeing you too, Ken. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming. We always look forward to seeing you at all of our events, not just the band events, but the many West Point sporting events and things that take place here. Branch Night, big one you just had.
Well, so many traditional holiday songs, Christmas music, Hanukkah music that you performed today. What stands out? What do you think about when you're singing those ageless music?
They're definitely timeless, and it just reminds me of growing up in my family and spending traditions and singing songs. Some of them are my favorite, and my family's not here right now, and I always look up above. You'll catch me in the concerts giving them a little wink, and because I know they're always with me, and they give me the inspiration.
Absolutely. And by doing this, you're telling the message of the U.S. Army, and you're also, I think, of the legacy of performing for deployed troops. I mentioned to Colonel Tobin, my dad was in Italy in 1944 with so many other Americans, and to hear this kind of music would have really brought them back home. What is it like for you, realizing how important this is to American troops?
Well, so thank you for your dad, greatest generation right there. I do a lot of veterans events, and they're my favorite events because you get to not only bring back memories for them, hopefully some good, sometimes not so good, but you're there sharing in moments with them and bringing back an endless time where songs really touch the heart, as they do today. But certain songs, like I'll Be Seeing You, is one song that every time I sing at a veterans event, it always brings a tear to their eye, and I just love being part of making their day better, I guess you can say.
Well, you do that all the time with your performances and the music that you present. Tell us a little bit about, you mentioned when you started in the Army, you didn't think you would stay that long. Now you're approaching 29 years, I understand. Tell us a little bit about some of the steps in being a vocalist in the U.S. Army.
Well, being a vocalist in the U.S. Army, I actually sang with them in 1980 for their 1812 concert, Labor Day weekend. And he was big back then, and sang with them all the way up until when I joined in 29, which I was 29 at the time, 1996. And being a vocalist has transcended in the band. I was the only vocalist with the concert band at the time. We always had a jazz night vocalist, which has now turned into the Benny Havens band. They have 3 vocalists. We have 2 vocalists. We hired Frankie Esporna, staff sergeant, sorry about that. And it's just been a joy to bring music, all kinds of music. I started out doing Broadway and opera, and it's transcended to patriotic, and whatever the public wants to hear, we will perform for them and bring joy. And being here, it'll be, when I retire, it'll be 29 in 1 month, and it's hard to believe it's been that long for someone who said 3 years and out. My father, who's up in heaven, said, one day you'll make Sergeant Major. I told him, Dad, I won't be there that long. Well, obviously he knew something I didn't. Both my parents supported me through all my venues, and I know they're here. They're here in my heart, and they're here watching. They've got me this far, and I hope I've done them proud. And it's been an honor to be part of the West Point Military Academy, the United States Military Academy, the West Point Band, and I'm going to miss it. But I still have some time. I'll be here till the summer.
And we're going to look forward to that. Mary Kay, I've seen you perform the national anthem and music at Yankee Stadium, at football games, at the Army-Navy game. Is there a moment or two that really stands out in your career about being on a really big stage?
Oh, a special moment. Big stages, small stages. A big stage, I have to say, Carnegie Hall, when we did the 2002 USMA bicentennial. That was wonderful, singing opera on that stage. Doing the World Series 2009 New York Yankees, that was amazing. Singing for President Obama for the prayer breakfast, another big stage. And then our veterans, Hudson Valley Honor Flights, our veteran productions, those intimate moments you get to spend and bring some joy to people who really deserve and we want to thank for the rights we have today.
So good to see you, and we'll see you and the West Point Band at the Army-Navy game next week up in Foxborough, and it's a joy to listen to. Is there a favorite Christmas song that's special to you?
One I sang today, Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, and especially that sleigh ride that the band put together as a Julie Andrews thing that I've been wanting to do for years. But Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, because it really touches at the heartstrings. And it
sure does. It sure does. Mary Kay Messenger, Sergeant Major in the U.S. Army, vocalist, lead vocalist for the West Point Band. Great to see you. Great job with the holiday concert again this year.
Thank you very much, Ken, and your thoughts, my thoughts are with you.
Appreciate that very much. That's Ken Kraetzer at West Point at the West Point Holiday Show.